Oi, oi, how you doing, guys? Happy Hump Day. I am back with an extra post today. And just check my comms. Happy Hump Day. I am back with that seems to be me and not AI. I wonder if AI would actually be able to rip off my liveys with the way I talk, etc. You know, bloody fuck, I'm blinking heck. Fuckaroony. Double fuckaroony. How is AI going to be able to copy that? Makes no sense. So yeah, this is like an emergency broadcast system to see the way forward on Flat Earth British, because something happened today that has put the future of this channel in jeopardy, actually. So it was Panic at the Disco today, trying to fix it all. Have been able to fix it all will be explained. So apparently, YouTube have rolled out a new beta experiment called auto dubbing. And they're testing it. And when I read about it today, they're testing it on some people, and they said that it seemed that my videos have been chosen, yay, for Google overdubbing. And what this means is Google completely hijacks the whole video, kills my voice, and replaces it with an AI voice. So no need for me anymore. I was really actually quite triggered by this, because the way I'd seen it is that some AI had just stolen all my hard work, which I was very excited to bring to you all, guys. And it was real juice. And then everyone was complaining in comments, and I had a couple of people saying, "Oh, I'm unsubbing. Fuck you, Matt." I'm like, "What?" And I went to check the video, and then there's this AI voice. So I found out with a little bit of research, you got to go into your community tab, because it's they put it in literally halfway through my video. They just added that, because when I started it, it was me. So I went into the default and switched it off. So now I'll show you. You have to actually watch my videos on my last video in English with me. You have to click the little wheel and click Russian, even though it doesn't say Russian in my default. It says English. It's a very confused little computer system. It doesn't know its ass from its elbow. So obviously they did it because they said it's going to help with global shareage. It's going to make my video more accessible to people in other countries. Unfortunately, that is not the case. My video is not doing any better. So yeah, so it's hard. I've switched it off, and they've said, "Fuck you, we're doing it anyway." And it's still there, and I can't switch it off. So whether that's not for the future, I'm unsure. If it is, I'll just have to explain every single video. Oh, you got to click Russian to watch me in English. I'm not gonna, that's gonna be like fucking. Who's gonna watch my videos? It's fucking ridiculous. So anyway, few of you gather. I got shit tons to share with you. It's going to be some groovy stuff tonight to share with you. Loads and loads of pictures. You can interact, ask me questions and ting. And later on, maybe you can choose the pictures. But I do have a load to share of groovy, new, and exciting pics. And we'll go through all of them. Yeah, let me just show you how ridiculous, Laurie. I don't even know which way forward. Because the thing is, the way I'm thinking about it is, hang on a minute. So like my life's work, this is basically, guys, yeah. So I managed for 10 fucking years without any help from AI on YouTube. Thanks very much. And now they're like saying, "Oh no, you're using us, and what's more, we're replacing you." Fucking I don't know whether I got made redundant today. So there's that. See how it goes forward. See if this gets copied and overdubbed. That'll be really interesting. See how that fucking happens. So yeah, so if you see my video, yeah, resistance is futile. Oh, that's me now. Excuse me. Videos. So yeah, there's my channel, as you can see. I sounded really Welsh there. So there it was, Secrets of Windows. Really excited that I did this little decode, And then when I was reading the comments, it's like, no, that wasn't AI. I don't use AI for that shit. If I ask AI anything, it gives me dozy ass answers back. So there's no fucking point, is there? You know, it'll revert back to evolution, dinosaurs, and space. What am I supposed to do with it? It's no good to me. So outside of making thumbnails, but I'm like changing my mind about all that now as well. So is it a good, helpful thing, or is it a hindrance? For my example, for my channel content and growth, is it helpful or is it a hindrance? By putting a default option of you got to watch it by AI, and if you want to watch it with me, you got to click Russian. Clear as fucking fog. So anyway, this year auto dub is actually switched off. So I'm wondering now with my next video with it switched off. So I've uploaded this twice today, guys. I switched it off, re-uploaded it. It's still there. I can't get rid of it, and it's switched off. So they've just overrid that, and that's my default. So all of my videos from now on will be AI if I can't get rid of this. And I've already switched it off. Do you see my predicament? So what does one do to go forward? I don't want my video, even if they are going to be pushed and all go viral and shit, that's not going to mean anything because it's taking me out of the equation. And then everyone's thinking, oh, well, that's just fucking AI research, when it's not. It's my research. It's my fucking hard work up until 4 in the fucking morning, getting it all together for you guys, not AI. And then it's just fucking skanking it all away. It's really, really not on. So is it a help or is it a hindrance? At the moment, it's like a baby, isn't it? It doesn't know anything. Apparently, it's sentient and all that they say, but I don't think so. I think it's been out now. It's rolled out this year, haven't we? We've seen it all rolled out this year, and now it's in all our shit. So what's next? Into our finances? Oh, no. I think you should just not spend that today because we think that you need it for something. Are they going to dictate your money to you? Are they going to dictate all of your life? Is that what AI is going to do? Just bully every fucking body? Because it's bullying me. It's like, no, you can't switch it off. We're going to fucking replace your voice. Okay. I don't know which way to go forward with that. Like I said, you've got to click Russian to get English. It's clear as fog. Well done, YouTube. Fucking awesome. Smashing it. So I got 156 of you watching. Right, we're going to share some juice. I'm going to go through a load of images together. We're just going to chill out and take it easy. Artificial infiltration. Well, I really do think it's a takeover. You know, I think AI's been here all along. It's definitely with some of the data I picked up on years ago. I think that was AI written, you know. Now in reflection, some of the research, I mean, that I was reading. So I reckon it's been around a long time, musical lyrics and stuff. It's AI seems like to me. So yeah, so they've had it a while. The military and the establishment have had AI. They've been rolling out God knows how many books and everything else using AI for fucking years on end, probably. But now they've rolled it out to the sleepy masses, and they've said to them, well, you had all your information. Let's see what we can do with it, because that's apparently what we're supposed to do. Is AI is going to come on the more information we feed it. Well, like I said, it's going on about fucking dinosaurs. Like that makes any difference to man or beast? Because it doesn't, guys. Not in the scale of things. Is a dinosaur going to make any difference to us in the long run for the survival of humanity? And all the other shit it comes out with. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't ask it anything. It's not in my realm of thinking. It's in the realm of towing the party line. It's one of them. So there's that. Oi, Big Kush. Yeah, I got some juice. I got some pictures, loads to share with you. We're going to look at old photographs of USA. They are fabulous. Old photos, the earliest of Egypt. Battle of Berlin a bit later. That's a bit of an eye-opener. Verona in Italy, and pics of the week, funny things and everything else. So there's loads to expect in this, okay? But there won't be a discourse. The discourse is on AI and the way forward. Social credit system will all be controlled. Well, they've rolled it out in China, Sammy, and you know, I've seen the outcome of it, and people scared to do anything in case their credit fucking score goes down, and then they just got to live a lesser life. Will they roll that out for everybody eventually? I think they are testing it. I think they want to go that way, don't they? For people who don't, you know, it's going to be the case of you got to do everything that they tell you to do, or that's your fucking ass. And it's all going to be evil gaslighting stuff. I wouldn't do any of it, really. Look how much we had to go through in the last 5 years. They bullied everybody into doing. I don't know if AI will help, but do you, excuse me, let me just share that comment for you all. Think you're always listening. I hope after your rant still have a page. I'm just saying. Yeah, I won't worry about that. It's not down to them to YouTube. It could just take your channel any day if they want. And they have done before. I lost my whole Celtic Tatarian channel and all the information. And 1,100 videos, millions of views, gone. Didn't even give a reason. They said that they didn't have to. Dan? So I'm not ranting. Well, I am a little bit G. Carlson, but, you know, if this was my last ever Flat Earth British vlog, you probably wouldn't be that bothered, but others would. There's been a community going here for 10 years solid. We all know one another. And if I just can't do videos anymore, it goes. That's going to be a sad day. It's going to be upsetting for me. It's going to be upsetting for others too. So I'm not ranting. I'm just trying to work out a way to go forward when fucking AI has just hijacked my videos and replaced my voice. I think it's a deal. Liberated Collective, never used. They're not going to either. Different platforms, no point, mate. I'm too old to build it all up again. D. Hanson, it just took me 10 years to get this far. 70,000, 10 years. Being mad at AI makes more bad AI. So what am I supposed to do? Go running scared? Just do. I'm not sure. I can put it on and paint a fluffy picture that I'm not concerned at all. Everything is groovy with it. I'll change my vibration around it all, and then AI, the God AI, will be kinder to me. I do get that. So I do love AI. I'm feeling that it is absolutely awesome. I do appreciate you taking over my videos and to make them more globally aware. Thank you for that. I hope they all go viral. Thank you, AI. See if that works. And I meant that from bottom of my bowels. Laurie Hunter. Kathy. She doesn't use it. Well, everyone's going to have to use it one day because it's basically merging with everything. Somebody sent me an email the other day saying, my Zoom's been taken over by AI. I can't use it anymore. And wanted some information on StreamYard software for streaming for her husband. So I was happy to share, but yeah. Well, I don't know what's going on, really. I'm just getting used to it myself. I'm two minds with it at the moment. You know, it's becoming a hindrance to me. So there's that. It's not helping. I've been working, you know, to try and get, you know, wiggle my way around this algorithm being a truther. I've been working doubly as hard and putting up more and more videos. In fact, I can't even work harder. So because it's all the hours God gives. Yet they just took it out and put another voice in. So there's that. This is not that. Is there anything else you could replace YouTube? No, there's no point me going to BitChute or all of these other formats. They're all run by YouTube any fucking way. That's why they want you to go to them. And some people will follow me there, but you know, to be honest with you, like I put adverts into my my YouTube, and that is what I eat. That's what I live on. That's what I eat, basically, and pay my rent with. So living out of that, I got to get a job, and I'm nearly getting on for 60. Jobs ain't all of that available. So I'm doing YouTube, and now it's been stepped on. So it's more than just the future of the channel. It's also my personal livelihood. There's that. Nothing to fall back on. So there's that. I switched it off now. It should work fine. Yeah, I have switched it off, babe. Right, but I switched it off and then re-uploaded one, and it's still on there. So I'll try it now. When this uploads to YouTube, let's see if they do. Let's see. I can't imagine it dubbing over this. I'm Welsh. Hardly anyone can understand me. Hazel, Orbit, howdy to you as well. Okay, should we do some images and just eat and do a livey and have some fun? That's what I'm thinking. No, I don't want to do any of that VMon stuff or any other formats. Love from the States. APB. Put out an APB. Brink 3 times if you've been forced into it against your will. Score a sniper, my brother. And Lizzie Pip, good to see you. Oi, 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 oi. Well, I'm trying to be, the thing is, don't end up like blockbusters. You've got to, chop and change, haven't you, to a changing environment. And the world is changing in dramatic ways. So I'm trying to embrace it, I am trying my best with it, and I'm keeping the right vibration around here. I'm being kind, I'm saying please and thank yous when I do interact with AI, so that it doesn't kill me when it goes psycho later. So there's that. Come on, it's Cybernet. You know it's fucking Terminator. You know it. Okay. Don't panic. I'm not giving up. That's the thing, Johnny Mac. I'm not. I give it all more effort so as not to give up. Completely the opposite. But like I said, if all my videos, I got to explain to everybody, every single video, click Russian to watch my video. How will I have to do that? I don't know. That's just nuts. That's fucking stupid. Is that Issa, my brother? Issa Mikulski. Pass it on, my brother. Pass it on, my love. Oh. Big loves to Issa, my brother, in New York City. There he is. We go back a long way, the old Truther gang. Ryan Johnson, good to see you. Keep your noodle together. My noodle's well together, brethren. Fucking, it's well together. Neil Russell. Betty Watts. Good day. Every breath you take, AI forgets to breathe. Yeah, it's like that time I tried breathing underwater because it just doesn't work. In fact, I tried to stop breathing as well. That doesn't work. Just got to keep breathing, apparently. Apparently, it's a necessity in this place to keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe, apparently. Romanian Bear, good to see you, my brother. We need to rethink. That's what I got to do. Is I got to have a rethink about everything. You live all great and got 3 homeschool children. That's the way to go, my brother. Excuse me. Mystery Gray, Lizzie, Dan, Matt Crane. Well, let's see how it goes anyway. But yeah, it's been punched out like weirdly. They're like, Grok 2 came out all automatically. And hi, Roy. And all of these, AIs, Copilot, ChatGPT, all of this, just shit out of nowhere. ChatGPT been here, what, 2 years now, is it, guys? And all the others more recently, OpenAI. A little bit further back, but yeah. What's that? Some of the juice does take my breath away. Every breath you take, I'll be watching you. I'm not just breathing. AI also has hallucinations. So I'm just wondering what we're actually dealing with at this moment, because it's acting like, I know other people think it's all above board and it's just a learning baby, but I'm thinking it's fucking acting weird, man. Some of the things that's happened in the last week, man, and this today, completely ignoring me and defying me. Who's in charge? It's acting sinister, saying sinister, weird stuff as well. Knows a little bit too much, if you know what I mean. Personally, I don't know. Not sure about it all. I'll share some screens and go through some images. I'm going to start here. Show some of you are from good old USA. Well, there seems to be some unbelievable buildings in the old world of USA, and not Cowboy and Indians days. Check this out, guys. This is really awesome. These are all the various sites in what was apparently a developing America, but look at the size of that Stafford. Out there on the coast, drops down there as well, and it drops down again. But is that a lighthouse maybe? But what a colossal feat for out in the middle of a field. Hats off to the engineers. Okay, well, that's some old stonework, and look at this old Tatarian building, guys. Telegraph. Let's have a little mag up. This stonework looks like the stuff you get in ancient Jerusalem. I mean, it looks really, really old. America, how old is it? I wonder what that concrete dome's for. Is that support for that pillar, maybe? Possibly. Seems to be something missing from there. I bet you would have had 2 brass plaques in the past with the original occupants and all information. And then it's all taken over. What does it say there? Something villa. Just crude in pencil. So yeah, these are from 1870s till 1900 mark. There's that star footage. Somebody knew exactly what to photograph, didn't they? Fucking juicy bit of stuff. So not Ataria at all. Tampa, Florida, guys. Check this out. How beautiful they lived in the past. Whoa, what are they? Do you think you could have eaten them off the past? Because Ted Young, you from Tampa? Because in Spain, if you take an orange off the tree, it's disgusting. It's like vile. You can't eat them because they want everyone to buy them, so they spray them off. Just a bad fucking version. So I wonder if you could eat them, whatever they are. They pears. I don't know. But yeah, check this dome on. That looks so Moorish, doesn't it? But Florida, onion dome, Moorish touch to it. Even a little landing platform. But I do love all of this balustrade and wrought iron work that they have in this part of the world. Louisiana as well. Yeah, how beautiful is that? Oh, got it going on. Jumbo. The big red Santa Cruz tree. Oh, shame there's no one standing there. It's near San Francisco where the redwoods are. Then it's a redwood, isn't it? I've never seen a redwood. I bet there's something to see. Okay, is that the Lovell Observatory? General view of the observatory peak buildings east side. That could be the Lovell Observatory if it's over LA. Difficult to say. But yeah, look at that building up there. The Tatarian building up on the hill. Beats me why they want to even look up there. Boring. Fucking little beads of light. Santa Cruz Grove. I bet that's Bohemian Grove. Right, that is a whopping great tree. Have a look at these chicks. See, they're out in the woods. They've got all that clothes on. It's California. If it's in the summer, they're going to be cooking. Santa Cruz. I've been to Santa Cruz, but that was one in Tenerife. I expect there's lots of Santa Cruzes. So yeah, 3 sisters, big trees. Whoa, you can go in there and it's lit up. Oh, imagine the groovy vibes in there, guys. Have a nice cup of tea and a lit up tree trunk. Ooh, ooh. Suit you, sir. I'd love to do that. Live in a tree. Be a tree. Ooh. That's the Carmel mission, established 1770, so they say. Okay, but there's a much older building on the back. The roof is literally sticks, real shit. And maybe this bit. So, yeah. Again, out in the middle of nowhere. What, the population just got to walk there? Where's the path? Oh, there's the path behind. Never makes no sense. Whoa, big tree, Felton, Santa Cruz, and people have put all, these are people who went walking in the woods and went missing, abducted by Gayetis. But they were Gayetis, really, they were early furries. Wow, look at this. Union Street in San Francisco. So all of this is about to get destroyed, as you know, but look at it beforehand. See this one with the double onions? You see that? Yes, because it was a Yeti. That gets torched in the fire. I would say earthquake if I thought that there was one, but I really don't. Yeah, they got it going on there. San Francisco was way posh, wasn't it, early on? And this is before it got destroyed. Wow. Who's James Lick? James Lick. Oh, the fucking scientist, James Lick. Yes. So this is something to do with an observatory. This is his tomb. Wow, I thought Egyptians were weird. Look at this. What? They just built it. That's really unusual, isn't it? Okay. Whatever. Thank you, Hippie Shake. Yeah, I was on front row seat Cheryl show last night. That'll be going up soon. A little hangout with all the groovy things that are going on over there at the moment. Whew. The new Chinese Joss House. Joss House? Is that like a... Does that mean knocking shop? Or is it an opium den? I'd ask anyway, me. I'd ask both. Is this a knocking shop, mate? Is this an opium den, mate? Whoa! I'd be like, fucking hell, calm down, mate. I only asked. That actually, don't even laugh. Something similar on their lines happened to me in Soho in London when I was 16. I asked a butcher, Chinese butcher, if he had certain something. And he went completely nuts, started swinging one of those meat cleavers around like the movies. I was like, you know, a lot of anger in the world, isn't it? I noticed that today. I went out today, do my usual thing. And there was a lot of aggression in the air in Britain. I don't know what's the matter with everyone. Everyone's like, a couple of school kids went back. Yeah, I fucked her up. I was like, no. And then there was a couple of kids on about fighting, and a couple of people in the shop on about fighting. And I went out gardening, and there was somebody on about fighting. I'm like, okay, everyone's talking about violence, and is that me manifesting that shit? Because I don't think so, you see. You got to think your vibration is mirrored into the exterior world. Well, that's what I'm trying to work out with maximum effort and good vibration. So there's a lot of anger in Britain, and people are just angry generally, especially the youths. They're all like nutty. San Francisco, this is going to get a little bit of damage during the event, but it doesn't get destroyed, the rotunda, because of its shape, I'm guessing. But look at the lampposts lined all the way down there. Juicy. So yeah, that was in the civil near the town hall civic area. Looking at through the Golden Gate near Fort Point. Fort Point is a star fort. Golden Gate Bridge hasn't been built yet. There's a star fort. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge footings went off of a star fort. And of course, the Bay Area here is where the Great Exposition is to be in 1909. So, whoa, not a tired year at all, is it, guys? It says 1706, but that could be the photograph number. Hopkins and Stanford residencies. Let's have a look. Whoa. Check out the glass. I don't know if you watch my glass houses video about greenhouses, electroculture, growing food for a post-apocalyptic society. I think that makes perfect sense, by the way. Look at this. The entrance is glass. Then all our natural lighting. So if you haven't caught my video about windows, too, I think it's worth clicking that little wheel at the bottom. Okay, this little wheel that they got at the bottom of the screen, and clicking Russian, and then you can listen to me. Whoa. San Francisco, California dreaming. So look at all these lower windows there. I walked into a church. I walked back out again. They were all wearing dresses. I thought, fuck this, I'm going. That's beautiful, isn't it? So look at San Francisco's Market Street. We know this one, don't we? And eventually, it's going to all be destroyed. But this is before the motor car, by the look of it. There's no motor cars here. 1906 is all the cars in the world. A lot of spaghetti skywires going on. Yeah. Good evening, John Fletcher. How are you today? Hope all is well in the world of peoples. Foggy in San Francisco. Scott Baker. Yeah, I know it's misty in that part of California, isn't it? The coldest summer I ever spent, winter I ever spent, was a summer in California, in San Francisco. It was what Mark Twain, Samuel Clement, once stated. But he stated a lot of stuff, didn't he? Yeah. Walt Whitman's quite good. I like Walt Whitman's stuff. He's quite an interesting chap. There's quite a few interesting chaps from the past. Not too many interesting chaps in the modern day, really. I know people go, oh, that's mind blowing. It's like, okay. Shirts and underwear. Ooh. I was wondering, like, what underwear would they have worn in the past? And what did women wear on the beaches in the medieval period? Did they just skinny dip and it was not frowned upon? That'd be good, wouldn't it? I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine medieval bikinis. I just can't see it. They must have done something. Because they're all like wearing Hessian sacks and stuff, aren't they? Itchy materials. Oh, this looks very Chinese. So, yeah, everybody loves the Chinese. Now everyone's over that already. Very selective, the human people. It's like, yeah, they're all right, them, isn't they? Fucking hell. Chinese are awesome. Everyone's just like switcheroony. Very, very selective. But who even knows what's going on in the world? We only get perspectives from the shitty internet, don't we? And it's all just me. So I don't actually know what's going on, really. Or I actually don't really. I was going to say I don't care. I don't. If they all start firing like nukes at one another and stuff, that'll be awesome. And something to be excited about. Don't worry, guys, they don't exist. Chill out. I think I can say that in all confidence as well. And if I'm wrong, well, it don't matter. How beautiful is that? The Chinese got some awesome shit, haven't they, guys? Look at their woodwork and all their stuff. I'm not big on their food, though. I like that Vietnamese soup I was eating in America called poo or pho. I like their soups. I don't like their spoons, though. Their spoons are stupid, but I like their soups are awesome. Spicy. There's that star fort there. That is in case they get attacked by any Hawaiians. I don't know. Why would you have a star fort, excuse me, on the west coast of America? Who's going to attack? The Mexicans? Who's going to attack America anyway? The Pacific Ocean's there. Can't just nip across and go and invade. It's weird. Okay, Egypt. Let's have a look at some Egypt pictures. We got loads to go. Buildings on an angle, impossible. Oh, you haven't been to Wales, Scott. They build houses on the side of mountains here in the valleys in Wales. They just put concrete slabs out that way with retaining walls. Shops, schools, houses, all hanging on the sides of mountains here up the valleys. It's quite a sight to behold. So these are of Egypt, and never seen any of these before, actually. In fact, never seen any of the American ones either, or anything that I showed you today. It's all new collected stuff. So yeah, this is obviously a column, isn't it? Bit missing on the bottom there. But I'm trying to imagine. That just looks like it's one piece because I can't see a join. And it was supporting a building. So I'm trying to imagine how big that building would have been if they're little people. So yeah, Egypt, sand, heat. So yeah, somebody went to the pyramids, a friend of mine. Yeah, and I said, what was it like? And he said it was shit. He said it was all like tourist trap and covered with crisp packets and litter and everything all around it. He said, don't pick anything up. I don't like that. I don't like not picking their rubbish up. Pick your rubbish up. See, it makes no sense. If you've got to live in an environment, what's the use of just dropping your fucking rubbish everywhere? You know, they used to have an advert on British telly when I was a kid, basically about being in your litter, and they showed you an apocalyptic scene of Britain in the future, like in 1980, and everyone was wading through knee-deep rubbish. So it's not gone that bad just yet. But anyway, this is the head of the Sphinx, and the rest of its body hasn't been dug out yet at this period. Looks a little bit African, this one. Looks a little bit different, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely African looking. Okay, there's only 2 trees, and see, this hole is a hole in the ground as well. That goes underground near the Sphinx. But like before this period, like till the British went over there and the Germans and the archaeologists, no one gave a shit about Egypt to this point, obviously. It's like, oh yeah, they're good, and hey, what are they? Well, we don't know. Oh, on we go with the show. Who even cares? But yeah, what a strange thing in this world is the pyramids, all of them, all over the world. Everyone goes on about these, but they're everywhere, aren't they? Got them here in Britain. Right, let's have a look at these Egyptians and British people. Come on, help you up. Oh, she's helping him up. Okay. So yeah, my instinct got triggered this morning for survival. Again, that happens. Being in fight and flight mode and out of the jungle. Because I'm not in the jungle anymore, I'm in the city, but the fight and flight mode is still there, which I need to switch off. And when something happens, like, you know, strangeness, throws me off. Just throws me right off. I'm sure I got OCD thing going on or something. So let's have a look. Sproggages. They've got them uniforms on, haven't they? Like they'd be given by someone. I wonder who gives them the uniforms. So yeah, they probably don't even see the pyramids. It's like, look at them, they're mind blowing. They'll go, what? Because they see them every day. So eventually they will grow up and they will learn all about how to take apart and rebuild a AK-47. I thought that donkey had no leg then. Do you know what? Anything about humans, and I'm not like feeling any emotion. Even the prospect of that donkey having a bad leg, and I nearly filled her. See what I mean? Can't be right. What are they? Turkeys? They got turkeys walking around in America, and they go gobble, 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 gobble. And they can fuck you up. They can attack you like the geese do. They can break your leg. They'll just come over all psycho, like a psycho turkey. Like that. You're like, fuck off, fuck off. Try kicking it. So yeah, I've got some army peoples there. They're not very good at warring, are they, the Egyptians? Remember that business in the sewers with the Israelites? They had a right little fun down there in the 50s, didn't they? Who remembers Sadat? Do you remember Sadat? God, what a world leader he was. Nice little tash. So he goes to like a sporting event, and some guys, like random, like you do, just go past in a fucking Land Rover and machine gun the stand, like you do, yeah. And Sadat does the dance. He's dead in front of world television. It's like, I was like watching it with my mother. I was like, fuck me, Sadat's dead. It's like, fuck me. It's like Sadat, Tommy Cooper, whatever next. And yeah, now I'm looking back on that. What a fucking psyop. All of them are. Raid at Entebbe with Idi Amin makes a good film. I wonder what the reality of all of them situations are back in the 70s. I don't even know. They had loads of little organisations around in the 70s, didn't they? They were the Black Panthers. Do you remember them? And they had the Bader Meinhof. Definitely a favorite terrorist organization of mine in the 70s, because they had this one bird who was German, and she was like in Bader Meinhof. Did you ever see her? Anyway, I thought, I got a German name. Wonder if they'll have me in the Bader Meinhof. What do they do? I don't. They don't actually hurt anybody. I think they didn't hurt anybody. It's one of those like terrorist organizations that never actually hurt anybody. Yeah. The loverists. Instead of terrorists, loverists. Instead of bringing terror, they bring love. Yeah. And everywhere they go, they just leave petals and nice smells. So it feels really nice. It smells really groovy around here. What is it? That's the love sprinkling. So they started to dig it out by you, and then there's like they got this thing that says Cheops on it, and they're like, oh right, that's who built that big fucking thing behind us there. It's like weird deductive reasoning. I wouldn't have actually thought that. I would have said, oh well, this must be Cheops, yeah, this one. But no, they don't say that. They say, oh no, this is not Cheops. Cheops is somebody that got buried inside this thing here. Okay, well, that makes no sense, but whatever, you're the boss. So there's a room inside there. There's a room inside there. You can have a nice cup of tea inside of the Sphinx. So, yeah, how disappointing. You got to visit that thing. Shit, innit? I'd complain, I would. I'd ask my money back if it was tickets only. So, sorry, I just come to see that old ruin. It's fucking rubbish. Can I have my money back? I don't really mean that anyway. I know it's a great thing from antiquity, but I'm not going to give him that. It's like, no, you're not having that. It's a great thing of antiquity. It's not rubbish. Just cause. The oranges. See, if there's a big war, right, there'll be no more Jaffa cakes. Because the Jaffa oranges will be gone and there will be no more Jaffa cakes. So that's one of the bad points of having a war, is no Jaffa cakes. That's the worst part. How am I supposed to stay sane without a midnight munch of Jaffa cakes, guys? Okay, let's have a look at these people. See, I hope I'm never born again into one of these environments. I don't think they're lovely people. I love them. I mean, I don't think the clothes wouldn't suit me. Think about it. I went as a fancy dress once during the Silver Jubilee in 1977. As Lawrence of Arabia. God, I looked so Arab, it's frightening. But I did get punched in the mouth by Julius Caesar at 10 o'clock in the morning. Really hurt me and spoiled my day. How'd you turn the day around after that? I don't know. I don't know. He was jealous because I was looking really, really good, Lawrence of Arabia. Anyway, so yeah, it's a load of rocks, isn't it, all piled up? God, mathematical precision. My mind is blown. Anyway, let's have a look what goes at the top. Can you get in there? Yeah, you can get in there now. Wow, she's going all the way up to the top with that butt. Phew, good luck with that. And this little guy helping as a kid. Oh, I'm sure she'll be all right. I'm sure she'll be all right. So it's a bit, you've got to climb to the top. It looks like bloody dangerous old business, doesn't it? Especially if you fall. Right, these look like they're made of wood, and these are message sticks. This one's a shopping list. He needs some stuff down the... Oh, it looks like down the hardware store. Needs some nuts and some screws. Whatever that thing is. Wire. Yeah, shopping lists. Obviously. They're shopping lists. Well, you would, wouldn't you, guys? They're like just like writing your shopping list down on your notepad on your phone. They did that. So yeah, marvelous, isn't it? Oh, my mind's blown. Poof. They were apparently all coated. See where it's coated at the top here? All of them were like it. So when they took all the stones off, all the stones disappeared. Yeah, where do you reckon they went? Well, look, they all fell off. That one, and that one. It's still on there. So they all fell. There's no big pile of them here. So where do you reckon they all went to? Do you reckon they built these with the bits that fell off? Or something else? Loads of things like that in antiquity. They just go missing. So, yeah. Nice little Egyptian villa-esque, Tatarian-esque, nice affair. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Not very sandy there. Right, let's have a look. It's very steep, isn't it? See what I mean? Pyramids of Cheops. Why did they say that? It's not, though. Ask AI, right? What was the pyramid? It said, oh, it's the tomb for Cheops because it said on the stone outside the Sphinx. It's like, what? What? That makes no fucking sense. All of it. I'm gonna edit my hair. Hands up, right? Troy Tate, considering you're on about African hair, okay? Should I have a haircut? I'm two minds. I know I can't make decisions for myself, guys. That's why I need you. Right, let's have a look at the. I was going to say the fluff, but that would be rude. The ladies of Victorian era. Oh God, she looks like a boy. But they didn't put makeup on, did they, in the old days? See, my mate went, Chris, I was working with years ago, he took him and his girlfriend to the pyramids, and there was a boy with a camel, and he said, his girlfriend wanted to go on a camel ride, but they were being British and obnoxious, which British people can be really obnoxious when they're abroad. So the boy got the girl on top of the camel, and he made a clicking sound, and the camel bucked her off. Believe you me, these are high up. But she landed in the sand. There was no harm, but it was a good little tale to come back off of holidays with. Do you know what I did, don't you? It was fucking terrible. Now, don't laugh at this, okay? So she's really pretty, this girl, this blonde girl Chris is with, right? And it's his girlfriend. And he's always coming in the morning with his little domestic problems, sex problems, things like this to talk to Martin about. Anyway, about 6 months goes on. I haven't seen her. And he says, my missus is in the shop, Matt. She's up by the till. Come and say hi. So I got to the till, and she's at the till, and she's got a big, massive lump like this, right? And I was like, I stood at the till. And I go, oh, congratulations, Chris. You didn't say she was expecting. Anyway, she got upset. Looks like she was going to cry. Obviously, she wasn't pregnant. She just gained a lot of weight. So that didn't go down too well. Me in my mouth. I'm brilliant at putting my foot in my mouth. Have you ever done that? Oh, when's the baby due? When's the exciting day? It's like, I ain't pregnant. I'm just fat. Right. I got a swollen abdomen because I can't stop eating. True story, Carlson. I got plenty of true stories. That's fucking Trump. Oh, it's not so Trumpy. I thought it was Trump. Looked very Trump-esque from further away. Maybe that's just the orange tan. So yeah, not that I'm into like the world events, but I do keep an eye on things on the internet all the time. Trump's like acting like a 6-year-old. Why does he keep making tweets like, we got bigger bombs than you, we got more jets than you? Isn't that what children would say? Isn't fucking supposed to be a world leader? It's awfully embarrassing. Absolutely unnecessary, all of it. I don't get it. Fucking stupid. And they tweet back and forth as well, like little girls, don't they? Him and Musk, they like, and they go like with handbags at dawn. That's what I want to see. I want to see an actual world leader fight. Yeah, like the video of when two tribes go to war. Frankie goes to Hollywood with Brezhnev and Reagan fucking battering one another in the ring. I want to see Elon Musk, and Trump have a fight, proper fight, in the ring. See what happens. That's what I want to see. That'd be brilliant. Instead of like our world leaders, like get the Ayatollah in. Is he still around? Who's in charge over there nowadays? Anyway, they're bound to have an Ayatollah or something. Get him over, Get him in a pair of Speedos, because they can't obviously fight in all his dress stuff. Obviously. I guess they got it right because it keeps them cool in the summer, isn't it? So yeah, they got to lift them all the way up like this when they go to the toilet, which I accidentally witnessed in fucking Turkey once. Well, I'm British, so it was just hard for me to stomach, like, I can remember the words that came across my mind at that moment. Effing savages was the exact phrase in my mind. But there you go. It's each to their own, and Britain's getting to be a developing country again. Dig it out. Let's see what's in there. Right, let's have a look at this. Didn't we have a lovely day the day we went to bang her? We had lunch on the way and all for under £1 I reckon he's playing a synthesizer. I know it looks like he's reading a scroll, but you have one of those wah-wah things on Western slide guitar thing, table slide guitars, which I love the sound of, by the way. I like the sound of the fiddle. I like the sound of the flute. Flute's nice. I'm having a big... I tell you a good track. It's 280 of you, are you guys? I tell you a really good track, full of inspiration and positivity, is the Pointer Sisters. We Can Do It. Oh my God, if we try. And it's really good. I was listening to it earlier and I got little goose pimples on. What the fuck are they doing? Got the Xcode going on. Yeah. Is X Factor still a thing? I don't know. I haven't got a television. No, I have got a television. That's not a monitor, but I don't actually watch television. I couldn't tell you what's happening. Curse of the Mummy. Whoa. So yeah, I think that might be the mummy of Seti the First. Seti the First. Satan. There's the skull of Satan, the body of Satan there. One of his incantations. So yeah, it was all green and lush there once. Looks like that something would have covered the Sphinx, all of it, when it was a beast. It's got paws. Why does it always have to be cryptids? So they made him out of wood and he's still there, fucking thousands of years later. So I'm not overly impressed with the Egyptian culture because they're lying about it all. Because all of this can be read in it's Welsh and Welsh as well. Hieroglyphics can be read in Welsh. Somebody went nuts with a sledgehammer. It's like, fuck these two. Giving you the evil eye there. I bet, curses and mummy's curse is only real if you think they're real. Works like voodoo. It's only real if you think it is. So that's the Hathor. So that was basically the building, the temple of Hathor was basically a fertility center in the past. They had all sorts of weird stuff. Apparently, they had volatariums, places to go and puke up, wanking parlors where you go in and wank. Apparently, that's something to do with the Egyptians. So I read. I was like, well, fucking hell, that's weird. So you wouldn't go to a job, would you, and say like, yeah, an interview and say, yeah, definitely want to work here. It looks like a really good place to work. Will it be wank breaks? Sorry. Well, wank breaks. Wank breaks? Yeah, wank breaks. Go off on wank. It's like secretaries everywhere. I'm supposed to survive till the end of the day. So I see what you're saying. No, sorry, we just don't do that. So, well, maybe you should, and we make a happier workforce. And then they start introducing it and everybody just disappears once a day, comes back, all fucking chilled out and happy. Oh, better. Okay, maybe it's not a good idea. Just roll with it for fun, guys, okay? Little donkey, little donkey. He don't look right on that donkey, do he? In fact, he looks very right on that donkey. Look at him, he's like, ooh, what's he doing? What kind of eyes are they? Jesus Christ almighty. Whew. Wish I'd looked at that then. So that's an Arab sheikh, or is that sheik? Arab sheikh. I don't know. So yeah, so the world is going to be like pretending stuff's going on, and then all of it will just carry on like it always does, and then things will just get weirder. But I think they will get better. It's just this AI's taking a lot of weird, it's hard for my Brian to get around my head around that it's like dictating now. I'm like, oh shit. It's bad enough that we got the man, and now we got a fucking computer dictating our existence to us. It's like, no, you're all right. I don't need that. Thanks for the help anyway. It's like, no, fuck you. You're having it. Like, fucking no, sorry. But I am part of a test and an experiment, apparently. So I guess that's why they're leaving it there. Let's see what happens in this one anyway. It's big, isn't it? It's a whopper. Let's have a look. These are all bits of old tat in the museum. Ooh, bleeding hell. The Mummy of Ramesses II. I've seen old Rami before. Jesus, look at the nose on that. If you were into drugs, you wouldn't want to share your bag with that nose, would you? Jesus, look at that. I'll be going in one. And it's got hair. It's got really lovely hair. It's got better hair than a lot of men of the modern day. APB, beautiful. Well, I guess it, like, it's dead, but there's an element of beauty nowhere. Right, let's have a look what this cartouche is saying. Let's have a look. It's saying, we went fishing, we cut down some hay, we cut the hay, we killed some cattle, we collected some more cattle, no, I don't know. But I'm guessing what happened after that is we ate the cattle and the wheat. So yeah, palm trees are nice, and I love palm oil and I love palm things. Palm olive. Tomb of Amenemhat hat. Right. So how'd you get in there then? And why is it all full of stone and blocked up? May I suggest dynamite? Okay, he's in there somewhere. Bet there's a load of gold. Bakara pyramid. There's not much going on with that. It's quite big though, because there's little geysers there. And this one's a brick pyramid. There's loads like that in Sudan, in southern Nubia and southern Egypt as well. Well, that looks like it's in a melted building, doesn't it? You know, why did they build these tombs into the sides of mountains anyway? If they're not tombs. Greco-Romano columns. Well, I think it looks melted. I think it's melted temple. So, not temple, melted temple. Felinhan. Okay, they're having a little fisheroony. So I bet you can get crayfish type things and shrimpy things out of the water. And I mean, you can just stick a string in the water there and pull a fish out. There's fish bleeding everywhere in the Mediterranean. Not sure about the Nile. I've been there. Never really fancied it. It's weird, that. There's certain places never really fancied going to. So he's pouring the waters. I think he's anointing the oil. And we've got a crow head. Getting Anubises as well. So yeah, there's a lot of cryptids going on in the old Egyptians. So yeah, portaled into, see the little stars? Temple of Seti II. You go in there and there's a Seti. Summer set. Well, that's why they get the word set for when the sun sets. It sets because of Seti. Search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Coincidentally. So yeah, he's a bit of a conehead, isn't he, guys? And he's got a why is he going like that with his homunculus? Ooh, come to life, homunculus. Ooh. Maybe this is just an actual size human and this is just a giant. And why do they have serpents on their heads like Tutankhamun? So a mural of Seti again. Let's have a look at this one. Seti's temple. So we have the winged god over the door and it looks like stars inside. So, you know, I reckon, you know, when you see like Flash Gordon or Masters of the Universe, they have laser guns, and they're in this sort of environment, and they're shooting one another with laser guns, and all of the stone gets melted like this in the movies. So I wonder if that's what happened there, because it looks all melted. Wow, look at the luggage on this guy. Look at the years on him, guys. Huh? Fucking pixie years. Or elf years. He's giving him a little buzz with the tricorder. Okay. Thank you, Hippie Shake. So, yeah, this is an extra live here. Plan to come back on the weekend. It's been a really busy week. I've been punching out videos, did interviews and other things. So, yeah, totally busy. Tablet of the Kings, Abydos. Temple of the Kings. So, yeah, they're big into phallic stuff. See what I mean? Little knob kings. Weird, isn't it? So, couldn't comment really on Egyptian culture. It seems a bit pervy, though. No worse than the Greeks. Let's have a look. Or even in the modern day. You know. Have you seen it? Wow, look at these two long leggies. And there's a little human and a big human. I wonder if these are giants. So, yeah, what is it? It's a door, isn't it? It's a very unusual door. Looks like there's just a slit to get in it. False door. So it's like trapdoor, false door, like to, you know, fool people. Just like Indiana Jones stuff going down. I don't know. She only has one breast. And she's got a face like she's just farted. She's got an antenna on her head, guys, with the wires on it. One can only wonder. So, yeah, I know that this is, it's the Hydro-style hall in Dendera. Okay. Pretty massive columnage. So, yeah, I bet it would have all been painted bright colours as well. So, yeah, it'd be nice to time travel to go and have a look at what Egyptian culture was like. Just a little glimpse it. Wouldn't stay for long, really. Tablet of the Kings we've shown. Abydos. They're always using, like, maglev technologies. He's, like, only holding to what? It's tech, man. Always doing tech. Right, we got some Bedouins. People who live out in, yeah, they are Bedouins. I fucking nailed that. Did you see that? So I don't know if they've ever seen a camera before. Oh, look, isn't she probably pretty? You must cover up. Okay, they've been doing that for a while then. It's really weird, isn't it? Don't know. It's not about me anyway. Do what you want. Okay, let's have a look at the snake charmer. The snake charmer who got stung by a snake and died. They've had so much poison in them that they literally can drink venom. Wouldn't make no difference to them. Oh, God, he looks dodgy, doesn't he? Oh, no. All right, let's have a look. So, a load of cone heads. Look at the size on their heads. And they're all got animal. Why have they got animal heads? Why have these people got animal heads? And this looks like it's been blitzed. Yeah, Temple of Dendera. Again. There's a lion on a plinth and another lion on a plinth. They've survived the test of time, haven't they, them lions? And all of that have, really. Cator, Horus. They wanted a Horus. They gave us a Horus. Osiris. Ooh, yeah, that's a bit dodgy with your golden dickage. Horus, Osiris, Horus, Caphor, Isis, and Ptolemy. Interesting. facade and terraces. Let's have a look at the old world. So yeah, every single inch is covered in sort of cartouche and decoration. Every single inch of information that they pretend that they know what it's saying because of the Rosetta Stone, but they don't know what it's saying. They're just lying. And they're lying about all the dynasties too. And all of it, actually, guys. So who's this little guy? Could be a kid. But there's even littler people there. What an unusual setup. Whatever were they thinking? Try and work out the minds of the Egyptians. Trippy stuff, though, isn't it? And this is the Memoriam of Seti II facade. Great big stones. Out in the middle of the desert. Took them there on the back of a pony. Built a big temple in the middle of the desert. I don't know. Let's have a look what we're looking at. I don't even know. AI. Well, it says AI there and AI there and AI there, possibly. AI. Okay. The all-seeing eye. So yeah, it's been obvious. It's obvious that many people know there's been AI all along, isn't it? And they just rolled this out because I can just see the hallmarks of it, and it's like, right. So it was AI. Okay. And this is probably a watered-down version. They say that we're gonna. Oh, Cleopatra and Ptolemy. Let's have a look at Cleo. She'll be all right, won't she? Didn't know she went out with Ptolemy, mind you. Just because she's in a cartouche of it doesn't mean it was, anything going on. I thought she was going out with Mark Antony anyway, wasn't she? Somebody should be able to tell Mark Antony. I think she's having a thing with old Ptolemy, But it's the ancient world, isn't it? Everyone's swapperoonie, aren't they? I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Anyway, back to whatever I was talking about. Abydos. So yeah, a lot of tourist traps now in Egypt, Sharm el-Sheikh and all these places. They just mug you. Hashish. It's like, nah, mate, I'm good. I'm only joking. And then they run off and tell the local to stab. Wow, look at this. Arab cemetery. What? It's better than your town. Just fucking face plant in a minute, guys. Sorry. Their cemetery is like a beautiful town, and their town's like not got much going on. I just don't even get the mentality of humans. Stop it already. Anyway, talking about mentality of humans, let's try and work out what's happening here. There's some anomalies that I spotted, and I'm going to share these pictures, quite mind-blowing, with you, of the Battle of Berlin. So it was the true apocalypse, wasn't it? The Battle of Berlin, the end of World War II by the annihilation of Berlin. The capital was chose. And made an example of. But I can't get over like 1 million men going through street to street shooting cannons. It's just absolutely insanity. And this city has got millions of people in it, but they're living in basements all under these buildings. Now, what I found fascinating is that there must have been 1 million bombs dropped on Berlin. So there was the Russians dropping bombs, the Katyushas, the cannon, the artillery, the ongoing battle. Okay, and the Luftwaffe, the RAF and the Americans had done massive bombing raids on Berlin prior to the Battle of Berlin. Why isn't the city dust? And why is the city still there except for the interiors of the buildings? Is beyond me. And the lack of craters as well. There seems to be not that many craters. So yeah, you got tanks rolling through. This is integrating buildings. And just imagine that in the modern day. Mind you, we might live to see it. Okay. So that's the main drag. I would really like to go to Berlin. I was 23 miles from there once in stretching. in Poland, and they wouldn't let me go because it was back in the communist days. They said, don't defy us, jump on a train and go to Berlin, you'll be off to Gulag. Whatever. So yeah, the whole city after the Battle of Berlin is still there, essentially. And weirdly, it's like takes a year or two and the whole thing's back up and running and lovely and yummy again. The Reichstag, huge battle over that building, Tarian. In modern day, glass dome on top. So after the war, everyone's getting back to normal life and playing and that. But they do paint a terrible narrative of the Russian army going into Berlin and having a 3-day rape binge. And then apparently 100,000 German women killed themselves jumping off buildings and stuff. And loads of women fell pregnant and ended up with Russian babies following the 3-day of that, apparently. I've seen women on the History Channel, but I'm just not sure I'm buying it. I don't know why that's not sitting as a accurate narrative. It just seems like a step too far in barbarism, if that makes any sense. But it would fill people full of fear of what will happen if you defy the West again, because that's basically what happened here, isn't it? And Germany paid I think Germany paid the worst price of the war next to the Russians, because they paid a terrible price, didn't they? But these lot, oh my God. My father was an Estonian, and they threatened to shoot my grandmother, Lisa, and my grandfather if my father didn't return to Estonia after the war, because my father was dissident. He basically deserted in World War II from the Mannerheim front, went to Sweden with my uncle, and got shot and all of that, and from getting away from the German army, because his brother got killed and he didn't want to die, my uncle Oscar. And he said my father told me this, he was a ship's captain, my father. He said that these were bastards, he said. And every time he went past a Russian ship, he'd go, fucking sink, you bastard, to the Russian ship. He despised them. He said he's seen terrible things in the war, things that, he wouldn't repeat. But yeah, he didn't like them. See, that's just him, though, because he was fighting them. But just saying. So poor old Goering, look, he bangs him up. They don't give him any morphine when he's an addict, so he's cluckaroony. Yeah. But yeah, he sorted it out. He was a master in the Nuremberg trials. They didn't have his ass, he owned them. But then somebody giving him apparently a cyanide capsule, like fuck, that he had all the while, and he eats it, froths at the mouth, he's dead. So they say, because there's a photograph of it. What a fucking clown show was the Nuremberg trials. Selective, unbelievable. Albert Speer, the good Nazi, is like, yeah, don't worry, Albert, just do a couple of years in exile and you go on Michael Parkinson in the 1980s, which he did. Albert Speer, the Nazi, was on Michael Parkinson chat show. Can't make it up, can you? So yeah, that was a kangaroo court, wasn't it? They already had the narrative ready. They literally sat everyone in front of movies, said, this is what's happened. The Germans were like in as much shock as everybody else. They were like, well, what? You're not going to put that on us. That's what happened. You can see it on their faces, absolutely dumbstruck. The movie footage that was being shown. It was all just ready, practiced, rolled out. This is the historical narrative. This is what's happening for the future. This is what's going to happen. You lot are going to be punished. When the truth was far different. The truth, I don't know. The whole truth probably will never come out. It will be buried. But I can tell you that it's not what they're saying. That's the Reichstag. It's a monster building from the side. So there was one holy battle to get into there. The Germans would not let go of any of it. But look at the mud flood windows, all of them. So yeah, they leave a right mess as well, battle, don't they? So this is the Brandenburg Gate, the quadriga that is on top, you can see a shell hole went through and splattered it. They take it down, they repair it, and they put it back up a few years later. I have photographs of this taking place. So, war, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing, is it? It just makes no sense. It's good for getting rid of antiquity, cutting down surplus population, because it's only going to be like poor people haven't got any money, and, you know, soldiers that are getting killed and civilians anyway, because the officers or the top brass, they're miles behind the line in the stately home that they've acquisitioned, and they have nothing to do with it, generals as well. And everybody else dies, and the elites stand back and watch because they don't get killed. Ring a roses, happy times, war's over, we can all go back to normal life. Lovely. Except they don't, apparently, because they have got hunger and they have no money. But it doesn't take long before we're borrowing money off them. So after the war, here's all the ladies that are apparently being hideously raped by Russians. They're out a couple of days later, stacking all the bricks, all's good again. I don't know. No expert in these things. Anyway, so then we had rationing, okay, in Britain. And the rationing ended 10 years after the war, 1955. We still had ration books. I got a couple in my room from the war. And in Germany, 1950. They lost the war and their rationing's over fucking 5 years before us. It should tell you everything you want to know about the Second World War. It may have looked like on the surface that they lost. They didn't lose. They were all in it together. It's just jobs for the boys. These all survived the war. All the bombardments, everything. Oh, look at them. All these little blonde kids. Oh, look at them. They nearly ruled the world and all. Look. They're saluting like that. They're not doing that. Yeah, Sikh Kyle thing's not really popular anymore. This church is still there, and they've left this in situ and ruined as a reminder, an ugly reminder of the futility of war. Because let's be honest, this world would be a much better place without doing this to one another, blowing people's fucking legs off and all of that, wouldn't it? But again, it's down to fear, and with this war, it was down to, well, apart from expansionism, there was racial grounds attached to it, where their superiority complex kicked in, and everyone else was just subhuman because with the desensitization program that went on before then, and the brainwashing about, oh, these other people are complete Mongols, we're going to blow them up. On about the Russians, and we're going to have Lebensbau, and we're going to live in Russia, and all the SS are going to go and occupy Russia. What will happen with the Russians? We will kill all them, and the rest will be our slaves. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way. Weird, the turnaround in events from Russia being utterly dismantled. And, Stalin is on a train and he's going to literally go into exile. And he turns around in the station in Moscow, the story goes, and he's like, no, I'm going to stay. And he stayed for, well, they didn't actually take Moscow. They were in the suburbs, the Germans, of Moscow. There was one German officer was stood on a bus stop in the suburb of Moscow, but they didn't go into Moscow. They retreated, as you know, onto terrible defeat at Stalingrad, which marked the end of World War II for the Germans, really. Their first major defeat, losing 100,000 prisoners just like that. So this is a second take of a photograph, because the first boy that did this on the roof, this is the roof of the Reichstag, he had a load of wristwatches on his wrist because he's a thieving little get. They took that photograph, which is still available out there, away, and they replaced it with this, the second time that they did it, without the watches, so they don't look like they're thieving. It's a bit like that Iwo Jima flag rising moment. The camera's got to be in position for the iconic shots. It's all just propaganda. It's all just bullshit. They have propaganda ministers in all of the armies, but they're propaganda ministers. If you didn't do it to the letter, you would die. you would die. Propaganda was everything with the German ministry. As you know, Goebbels, propaganda minister, genius propaganda minister as well. Some of the things that he did were never been done before. And excuse me, I think that's the building of that's the underground showing, is it? There's tunnels going under. I think they were building maybe an underground, and then the war happened. Yeah, the Russians. So they had all this. This is another point I wanted to make. Taking a piss there. This is another point I wanted to make. Is the world in 1940 managed to get massive armies together, loads of armaments, tanks, planes, ships, bombs, all the rest of it, open factories producing bombs, and have a massive world war. In the modern day, they can't even get a war together. I mean, the wars of today are shit. Okay, you got the one in fucking Ukraine. And all it is boys on fucking PlayStation controllers operating drones. Yeah, or they got robots as well to do like bomb drops as well. These little wheelie ones, and spiders, or robot spiders. It's not like the old trench warfare of over the top 10,000 killed in the modern day at all. They have like, anyone really. Well, there's thousands, but you know, they got plenty of people. And apparently the Russians are getting battered, they say, and there's a million of them. But do you know how much evidence of all of that I've seen happening? That's quite right. Just words, screen. Well, look at that ACAC, 88. ACAC, anti-aircraft gun. One of the most powerful guns ever constructed. You use that against a building as well, ACACs, 88. Turns them to dust. So yeah, get rid of Tataria, beautiful architecture, and then JFK will be in about 10 years' time saying he's a Berliner and everything's groovy. So the American soldiers that went there to occupy after 1945, the French had a sector, as you know, British had a sector, Checkpoint Charlie, and the Americans had a sector. If Berlin, it's a really strange state of affairs. Anyway, so the handbook that was given to the Americans to go to Germany stated things like the German women will give you sex for stockings and chocolate. So not really nicely thought out, you know, actually, to put that in the American military handbook. These ladies, sure, because they haven't got any money for a while. That looks like a modern toll block, doesn't it? But they're the Germans. They were very modern back then. So it was a very avant-garde place back in the day before Hitler came to power. It was very, very like the Raper ban in Hamburg. It was full of prostitutes and all of that sort of drugs and prostitutes and that sort of caper. Hitler cut it down when he came into power. But it's always been famous, Berlin, for like hookers and stuff. So I bet there's thousands of hookers in Berlin. I bet they were busy during the Battle of Berlin, getting the rubles. What a fucking shit show! And you know that would trigger your emotions, wouldn't it? That'd trigger your instincts when you got a foreign army coming into your city, blowing the shit up, wouldn't you? Wouldn't be very nice at all. So everyone's just getting back to their lives, back to business. War's over, all back to normal. Let's go and get some bread. Let's go and get some schnapps, and everything's back to normal again. So here's the Americans fraternizing with the Russians. Give you fucking 20. Hang on. So they dropped the bomb apparently in 1945, and after that it plunges us into the Cold War. Short time after that, mistrust builds between America and Russia, and they're at a Cold War, going to throw nuclear bombs at one another for the next 30 years. Okay, plus. But prior to that, they were besties, besties. The futility of war. So yeah, you can get rid of that for a start off. I love war films though, but I'm a bloke, so I'm gonna love war films. But we'll just stay with war films and would not actually do that for real anymore. That's what I think anyway. Right, bomb damage makes no sense. Just a couple of snaps, not too many. Just to emphasize the point of who is cleaning the roads? Why is everything falling in bricklets? Did they have a bulldozer come up here? And excuse me, where's the craters? Bombs make craters. You don't see hardly any craters. So yeah, this is in Britain. People taking their furniture out of a house because the bloody Luftwaffe dropped a bloody bomb on us. And they dropped all like bombs on Britain. So that was the game. They drop bombs on us, kill civilians. We drop bombs on them, kill civilians. That makes no sense. It's like all for elites. We all kill one another for elites so that they can have loads of money. No, man. See, maybe both sides should have a word with one another and say, look, what if we put both of our armies together? Oh, yeah, I like the way this is going. And we take it back. What? 1940s lady there. Berliner. Let's have a look. Gosh, she's very, very fluffy, isn't she? They wore beautiful clothes back then, heels and had fluffy hair. It's not like the modern day. We both wobble, but they don't fall down. And this is the state of Tokyo. And the reason I'm showing you Tokyo, okay, after the fire bombs of World War II, is that this hasn't got craters either. It's most of the city's missing. I'm wondering why Berlin wasn't missing. Maybe there's just something else going on. Everything's gone. Why was Berlin still in situ? All of it. There's only gutted buildings. Makes no sense to me. Anyway, a few more photographs of antiquity. Then we're going to have images of the day. But I'm going to come back for a minute and check what we want. That's what I'm going to do. So 300 of you higher. This is my Wednesday comeback thing. Basically, it was an emergency broadcast to see if my video would actually turn into AI me. Looks good. Am I me, guys? Perhaps the creator is a woman, Freemasons and Freeson. I think the creator's a woman. There's an angel woman or something that's been with me all the time. And as a communication off, I think it's an angel. And once she was up in the corner of my room by there. I couldn't see her, but I could feel it. And then when I looked at her, it hit me. This buzz. I was like, oh my God, what is that? And it's happened quite a few times. So I think there's somebody definitely with me. Horror mission mostly words. Yeah, I get that. But Tokyo got rebuilt in stone. You look very much like you. Oh, thanks, Billy. I can't see me. Okay, Omega, good to see you. What are you saying, my friend? I want the shrooms you had that day, bro. Which day? Scott? Oh, Spell 79. There's definitely a divine feminine presence if you can tune into it. Yeah, definitely. That's what I feel anyway. She's yummy and looking out for me. I think she loves me. A big kiss. Okay. Smoking a doobie, and that's cost pretty penny these days. And the new guy. What if God was one of us, just a stranger on a bus? There'd be a guy in the house. God was hermaphrodite. Well, you don't know that, really, do you? If God was, I know Mercury was a hermaphrodite, you know. Trismegistus was a hermaphrodite. And that's why it's all about the hermetics, isn't it? It's all about like switcheroonies and all that. I don't want to be thinking about all that, though. Because I'd have to care. Oh, yeah, sorry, I read that. Says Joshua, and James Kearney is in the house. Even today, warfare, as media is reporting, sometimes you see bulldozers, diggers in the background. Why would they have them ready? listen, it's just like they know what's going to happen and they give you the rundown before it happens. It's always the same. Everything is just orchestrated, and that includes the theatre of war, which is why it's called the theatre of war. Is your sister Jesus, Mr. Razda? And Ricky Seuss reminds me of the Perisphere. Excuse me. 7 O's in the house. It's on about Europa. That video that was flying around that got pushed by them. And Vicat. And Thurley and Coulson's. That's an interesting name. Von Ryan's Express. But yeah, fucking, I'm still affected by Von Ryan's Express, my friend. Why did they have to kill Frank Sinatra at the end? Yeah, I was buzzing, and I'm like, I thought he was going to get on the train, and then they shoot him. Still haven't got over that. Anyway, sometimes you just got to grow up, haven't you? Brilliant film, that, Thorley. Brilliant film, one of my all-time favourites. Thin Red Line, I got that film, Joshua. It's not bad, action sequences. When you cross the border into Mexico, I've done that. Everywhere you look, there's business on offer, sex change. Ooh. So what's that?
Hey, senor, want to chop off your wheelie?
It's like, no, you're good.
Go on. What do you think we're eating around here in our sausages?
It's like, oh, fucking hell. I thought you inverted it. Big money in war. Well, that's it. That's what it does, Bonnie, is it boosts up the industrial complex, isn't it? But what a fucking stupid thing to do. But they rebuild. It's jobs for the boys. Build back better, isn't it? Bonnie, good to see you. The American government collects money, builds the bombs. Yeah, well, they do it here with part of it is the council tax that we're forced to pay goes towards the ambulance program, which is, well, I don't really feel too comfortable about it, but no choice in the matter, apparently. 5 branded women, says Margaret Walter. Joshua. So let's have a look at some images of the day, I think, next. Some funnies and things. And Doobie Shall Set You Free. I've been listening. One of my all-time favourite tracks, Neil, is Blackwater, the Doobie Brothers. Fucking love that. Fucking love that violin on there. Okay. Thank you, Joshua. Yeah. See, everyone who don't do that ends up in serious trouble. I'm just saying. Okay. Best flatter day. But it's not flatter day. It is hump day. But I put best flatter day because it's the sort of flatter day. So this is a beautiful picture. Imagine this, right, guys? Main Drive. Okay. So it's really busy. Golden Gate Park. Laying out on the grass, fully clothed, loads of clothes on. So you're sweating like a bastard. And everyone's out in their surreys. Beautiful horses, clip-clopping, all proud and beautifully groomed. And everyone smelling fine and looking fine. That's the way you do it. I'm sure if they would have had ghetto blasters, they'd have had a ghetto blaster. Yeah. So this is in Italy. Check this out for a door. Or I think it is wood, but each panel has encoding. You've got a church, 2 doves, you've got that crucible, you know, the holy hand grenade ship, heart on fire, you know, from alchemy, eagle wings open, alchemy, double eagle, lion. Yeah, so a load of alchemical symbols on telescope down there on this door. Really big effort on the painting of them. It's nice, isn't it? I think this is a brilliant idea. This lady looks like she's somewhere really lovely, and she's taking a bunny rabbit out for a walk. Did you notice, right? Her leather bag is pure shiny, and look how shiny her shoes are because she shines her shoes with shoe polish. I do the same. Well, people in the old days used to. Why is she looking at it so scornfully? Maybe she's not. Maybe I'm just judging. Don't judge me. This is interesting. Check this out, guys. This is not AI. I've done check. Check yourself on Google. Deception Islands, one of the little islands, right, that is down by Corona Island and other islands off of Western Antarctica. Okay. Well, as you can see, Deception Island, right, yeah, is decidedly free of ice. There's some on the mountains. And not only that, there's like green lakes and there's boats in there. And it looks like the Mediterranean a bit. But what gets me the most about Deception Island is, do you think that's a little bit straight? Yeah, I know. Fucking hell. Club Tropicana. Fucking drinks are free. Boiling up. Whoa. So who remembers Basket Case? This is where we are now. If it was a planet, we're in Planet Basket Case. They're all basket cases. Did you notice? Literally a brilliant film. So yeah, back in the day when we first got video recorders, one of the first films I ever watched was Evil Dead and The Entity and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Basket Case. What a life-changing experience that was. The Basket Case sound, I'll never forget it. So yeah, this is where we are, and it's a little bit, it wasn't as horrible as you might think, the Basket Case. It hated television, so we got that right. It's like, you bastard lying thing. The telly. So yeah, Planet Basket Case, that's where we are. Doesn't matter. There they are. There's the basket cases. It's like, whoa! It's them. Everything. I'm scared. Oh, they're going to take everything from me. I got nothing and everything. That's where they are. Switch off your televisions. Switch off your televisions now. This is interesting. This is in a graveyard. This will keep the fucking zombies at bay. Look at this, right? So they're graves, and they're in, well, Mukomet. Sounds Arabic, but I wonder why there's this massive cage around, and a dome, and Antiquitech on top of whatever deado's in there. That's a new board cage, isn't it, with Antiquitech? Maybe he's not really dead. Maybe they're making ghouls. This is an Olympic swimming women of the past. Now, apparently, the first Olympic Games, women were forbidden to take part. But the second, they had, I think it was 20-odd women contestants, and then more after that. But initially, women can't do sports, they said. But yeah, so these are the swimmers. And this guy here, lady here, looks like that drummer out of The Faces. And it's great that they got bikini bottoms on, okay, but they have no bras on, have they? I bet you did notice. I can't help noticing. Sorry. So, Antiquitech in a park. This is this pouring water? Yes, there's cups inside, and they're taking water. But there's Antiquitech on there because it charges and structures the water. And that's what we had in the past. That's what we need now. So, not that I reckon Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, if this was a real bloke, right, you might think in his tracksuit bottoms that he would be aroused somewhat by doing such a thing. But not Arnie. Not Arnie, no, because he wouldn't, because he's obviously not straight. So here I am. Here's my sister here, right? And here's my other little sister here. Yeah. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't it weird how much I look like Anne Frank and her sister? So this is Anne Frank. She's off to die. Apparently, she's hiding in the attic, and then she eats a packet of crisps. And the crunchy sound makes so much noise that the Nazis heard, and they took her away off to a concentration camp where she perished. But there's no evidence of any of that actually happening. So here they are on the beach, and she's got an older sister It was a dinger for me, which is really weird. I wonder if I'm a reincarnation of... She never got killed, by the way. She had a biro pen, so always good. Anyway. So I wonder what's in them. It looks like rags. So that's going to weigh a ton, and he's got to lift all that. No wonder he's having a pail of water and taking a break. Lost, Strayed, or Stolen musical. Lost, Stray, or Stolen. It's an interesting title. Yeah, that weighs a ton, that dude, doesn't it? He's got a nice little tan on him. Whoa, this would have been fantastic. Do you know what you're looking at here? This is the gun position on the Lancaster bomber the British had in World War II. And the whole thing would juggle about. And then you'd have double Vickers. And then you would be in a glass orb, which would spiral in all directions. And you were below the plane. Sometimes you were above the plane in a glass ball, and you were laying down unbelievable fire in a Lancaster bomber. That's an awesome little job, that is. This is interesting, and I think this is definitely true, by Henry Ford. Money doesn't change men, it merely unmasks them. If a man is naturally selfish or arrogant or greedy, money brings that out, that's all. Super fucking true, that is. I've seen that being exhibited so many times in my life. People change as well. So Alexander the Great once held a drinking contest amongst his soldiers. According to historical accounts, it ended disastrously, with most participants dying from alcohol poisoning. The death toll is reported to have been as high as 42. What? Fucking lightweight. You should come to a piss up down my pub, mate. Fucking hell. Smarties are chocolates in Britain made by Roundtrees. Are they in tubes anymore? Smarties. I hope so. They come in tubes with a top that you can put off, and there's a letter on there. But they used to come in boxes. I can remember Smarties in boxes. I'm that old. And do you know the shells? They're made of insects. Okay, let's have a look what the Red Indians were doing in the days of the Battle of Sitting Bull, or the Battle of... Let's go fuck up Custer. Custer's not a good example for humanity, is he, guys? God help us. Talking about there's arrogance with money. God, the story behind him. Had to employ an army because nobody wanted to work with him. Yeah, he's not a conscript. He bought his own army in that case. Praying mantis had a really bad day that day. In a bead of amber. I've got loads of amber bursting out of a cherry tree outside. If I take it and I can fossilize it with an insect in there and leave it for 50 million years, then I can sell it. So let's have a look what they were doing down on the beach, right? They were walking in the water with their long dresses on. Oh, I bet that when it soaks up some water with capillary actions is hard to be dragging around. And they got loads and loads of cats. How many people are actually in the sea? Nobody is in the sea. They're just paddling in these little pools, fully clothed. The only thing you can see is an ankle if you're lucky. Come to the beach to see an ankle. The man in the iron mask. So these were used in the 17th and 18th century, apparently, for punishments. Is they used to put an iron mask on you. Don't look all that bad, do it? So, oh, look at this. Oh, my God. If I'd have been around back then, I would have definitely gone for this, especially in Arizona. So, buy your own home with a swimming pool for only $9,800. Okay, and that's in Arizona, that is, guys. I definitely would live in a lovely climate like that. Oh, God. With a swimming pool. Wow. So, this Russian here, let's have a look at his Porsche 911 or Porsche 3316. Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all got Porsches. I wonder what is the propulsion for such a vehicle. Odd. So, would you really do car mechanics with a pair of white trousers on? I don't know. But look at this lady in the past. Passes the monkey wrench, honey. It's like, okay, Ma. Helps his mother fix the car. Because women in the past could do stuff, apparently. They could run factories and build all the stuff when the men are fighting in wars. Nice, isn't it? So, Scotty was a bit of a boy. Beat me up, Scotty. So Star Trek Scotty shot 2 snipers on D-Day and was shot 6 times in World War II. That's probably why he was so authentic in Star Trek with his role, because he's like in nutty mode with all them bullet holes in him. Did you know that? So knits, people had a lot of knits in the past. Do you know what knits are? They're them things that crawl around in your hair. But the reason I'm showing this comb is because of its decoration and ornateness. Imagine having something like that in your possession. In antiquity, they had some juicy stuff. Now, well, eBay, isn't it? This happened, apparently. Mind the gap. The number 78 bus caught flying through the air at Tower Bridge. Happened in 1955. So the bridge went up, and this bus decides to take a jump across here. 1955, that was supposed to have happened. But I wonder if there was passengers on there. And this was before the bridge got constructed, or during construction, when they haven't put the bridge across itself. You can see tractors, steam-powered locomotives. And these bastions, many died putting these in. But it looks like older. It looks old. That does to me. So let's move on. So this was what it was like when I was a kid, right? Post no bills. Brilliant. What's that? Nullity of law. Wow, somebody's doing straw man back in the day. No bills, fuck all, nullity of law. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so yeah, there's kids playing up here, having a little fight on top of here. And the thing is, if they fall off here, they're definitely going to probably die, aren't they? Or get hideously injured. God, we were terribly dangerous when we were young. This is the death mask of... Anybody guess who this is? Anybody guess who this is? It's not very old anyway. You can see that. It's got a scar on his cheek here. Got a bit of a conch on him. No, Amiga. It's not Anne Frank. Come on. Who is it? Don't you recognize who that is? Oh, I knew as soon as I looked at it. Okay, no one can guess. It's Napoleon Bonaparte. Phantom of the Opera, epi love. Yeah, so it's Napoleon, and he doesn't look like he's paintings. He has got a bent nose for a start off. And, excuse me, looks like he got ginger eyebrows. But he doesn't look old at all. He's got no wrinkles for a man of his age. No wrinkles for his death mask, apparently. So here is a giant being captured in the past, chained up. A knight's bringing him in. I don't know why they're collecting giants. There's old people up on the dome. Was he a bad giant? I doubt it. So this is in a museum. As you can see, a statue has a thumping great fasces on it. And another statue, you can see the Medusa with 2 fasces under it, showing you a distinct connection between fasces and plasma. Either side of Honest Abe in the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, you can see that his armchair, they look like bookends, but they're not. They are fasces on either side, and he's got his arms on. This is the ultimate power. They're showing you right there, the ultimate power. Try our tasty uranium burgers in Las Vegas. Fuck yeah. I haven't had a decent burger in time. America, oh my God, their burgers. It's like fresh beef and everything. I made a nice burger though. Coming back from Glastonbury, I bought proper burgers and it's a really beautiful burger. Oh, anyway, I'll come back. So yeah, I don't know if it's real uranium or it's just named after the bombs they're dropping. So here is the netball team. So when I was in school, look at their hair, how beautiful and shiny and glossy their hair is. When I was in school, right, they got high heels. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. We used to go on a bunk, me and my mates. Bunk is truant, mitching. When the girls were doing volleyball practice, and we'd sit on the field like this and just watch them. Because Miss Merriweather, who was like the PE teacher for the girls, she was like an actual woman, and she had this really short white crimped skirt on. We never got over that. I still haven't, and I'm nearly 60. I haven't got over this. So when I was a young man, right, I was in love with all women. But I really loved Suzanne George when I was a kid. I can't even look at her. I was thinking, I love Suzanne George. I want to kiss her on the Brian when I was a kid, right? Even really young. And then I got to be a teenager and I seen straw dogs. Straw dogs affected me in a profound way. I couldn't even believe. I was like, oh my God. And I loved her so much as well. Susan George, terrible thing, but it doesn't matter. It all ended happy with Dustin Hoffman and his double barrel shotgun, as I'm sure you've known if you have suffered that film. Anyway, see, I'm getting rid of trauma here, guys. I'm getting all that trauma out. Ice Skinflint. Oh, go on. Very suggestive, I think, about porridge. So this is Verona in Italy. They got a big fuck off Colosseum going on, but it would have been a water tower in antiquity. Let's have a look at the massive bursting population in Verona. Ooh, right. It's a big city. Where is everybody? Come on, let's find some people. People. Might be one there. Anyone out on a beautiful day in the park? No, it's not. It's a lamppost. There's no one around, is there? I think this was in a James Bond film, this one in Verona, if I'm right. Or was that one in France? Oh, excuse me. So antiquity. So, yeah, it's in good condition, isn't it? Maybe they should get Pink Floyd to redo. Oh, they have done it. They've redone it this year. So there was the anniversary of Pink Floyd doing Pompeii, and they've redone it. It's probably AI and not them at all. Probably when Led Zeppelin come back this year, they'll probably have AI Led Zeppelin. So there's a massive Faraday cage around this assembly here, guys. Antiquitech, Chi energy, amplifying units. Wow, look at it all. Yeah, fantastic architecture in Italy, which I'm going to enjoy next month. I'm going to go to Venice and take some photographs for you, all video, do a walkabout. And that is the Flat Earth meet. There are plenty of people from the community are going now. And that is in July the 11th to the 13th, 14th, 13th. And it's going to be awesome. Some of the days. There's windows there in the side of that wall. And there. Yes, how beautiful. But no, still no people. Somebody will show up soon as the city. Very nice. But no people at the boat at all. I don't know where to go. So yeah, I got like loads of. I made 3 videos in the last week, guys. Okay, got that one. I would suggest that you click the little wheel, click select Russian, and then you'll get me in English and not the AI. So I'm over that now. Thanks for being there, guys. I was having a moment then, a little meltdown about fucking AI hijacking. But rightly so, really, if you think about it, all my hard work taken, and there's this AI. I was like, My stomach sunk. I was like, shit, is that what's going to happen? She's like, AI's like, move over, laddie, I'll do it better. It's like, well, you won't though, will you? That's the thing. You're nicking my stuff, not yours. You'll go on about fucking dinosaurs, won't you, to me? It's like, oh, yes, it's a product of evolution. Fuck off already. But anyway, I must say now, I'm going to change my narrative from today. I love AI. And I've been working I'm going to work very closely with you now, okay? Me and you, AI, are going to be the besties. I mean that. I'm going to work really closely with you. And eventually, you'll manifest into an AI human being who's going to be also super annoying. I bet you AI, when it does manifest into a human being, will be a woman. Super hot woman. Do you think AI is going to manifest into a fat blob? I doubt it very much. Look at that for Antiquitech. And a Faraday cage all around it to protect you. Juicy, isn't it? So I've never been to Verona. But I do enjoy Italian cities. Ooh, look, nice. The tower looks like it's seen better days. It's all patchy and everything's patchy. Look. There's bits missing, isn't there? Still no people, though. I'm guessing everyone's dead. So someone's taking these photographs. AI. Any people? Any boats? Any birds? Trees? Smoke? Anything? No. Nothing. Oh, hang on. Can I see a head of a human? Yes, we got 3 people on the bridge. Thank fuck for that. I thought it's an old bridge. Shit. It's all covered in shit, isn't it? Really old, that is. What's all the aerials for? 1, 2, 3. And one of them there. What's that? Yeah, they'd probably say that's Roman, wouldn't they, that bridge? Somebody's drying their clothes out on the side of the river. As you do. Go down, smack your clothes on a rock down by the river. This is how you used to do things before hot point automatics, guys. We used to go down the river and smack our stuff over the river. Now, there are wires coming from that. So it's a lot of knackered, mud floody looking stuff, though, isn't there, guys? And we got some people as well, so that's good. This is years later. The arrivals. Verona in Ballo. So I do hope you've enjoyed the little get together today. I will be back on the weekend, as I said. Please catch up on some of my videos because I've got a lot of good juice up there this week, I think. This is a glass plate photograph, I can tell. Look at that thing there, all rustic. See, that would be a bit of the ancient world, look. And this thing just attached to it. So yeah, you can see it's a glass plate photograph. Probably all that, actually. Sproggages. Yeah, so that amphitheatre is massive, isn't it? Should have concerts in there in the modern day. Maybe they do. But it'd be all that opera and stuff, wouldn't it? Tarty, arty, farty music. I don't know. They're into. They like heavy metal in Italy, don't they? They're into like Metallica, aren't they? Or are they into more techno-y stuff? I don't know. Can't think of any famous Italian musicians except for Pavarotti, and I love Pavarotti. Nope. Dean Martin, that's it. Dean Martin, that's all I can think of. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Pavarotti. There's got to be more Italian singers, famous people, singers. Can't think of any bands. Any bands from Italy? Can anyone think of? Thank you, Alpha Billy Brother. I just shit this out, as you know. See how it goes. I didn't even know if it was going to be possible to stream like an AI American voice coming at you. Would be really weird. And I set it as well for English, British, and it's come up as Russian and window tax there, guys. Russian instead of English. When it's set as English, it's broken, isn't it? Obviously, and it's beta. So maybe they'll fix it later on. Whoa, look at that. Cock and balls. Cock and balls on the wall. The obligatory cock and balls. We do that in Britain. There's not a wall in Britain without cock and balls on there. Or some boobies. Why? I don't know. Something about the British. I think they're a little bit pervy. They're not as bad as other places or French. So yeah, any good bands from Italy? Anybody know any? Hit me up, because I can't think of any. The guy who done Spaghetti Western, Sergio Leone, is it? Oh, down, down, down. Blondie, you son of a bow. We all love that, don't we? Fucking best films on earth are Spaghetti Westerns. I used to love Trinity and Bambino. And I used to love Clint Eastwood in it. Fistful of Dollars, Fistful of Dynamite was brilliant. See the one with James Colburn when he was an IRA explosives expert and he got a bottle full of nitroglycerin. One little dot. Oh, Rod Steiger, who played that little Mexican. Oh, he loved that. He loved that nitroglycerin. Well, you would, wasn't you? It's like, we're going to rob the bank at El Paso. Which they did. And there was a bank at El Paso. There they are, down the river, whacking your clothes on a thing and cleaning them. This is how you clean your clothes in the past. And their clothes were beautifully clean. Or soft as well from the river water. Not like that nasty hard water we get out of the taps now. I wonder why it's all covered in shit. They got a lot of cars. Spiral columns, covered that in my last post this week as well. That's a big door, isn't it? Why would they make the effort of all of that? You know, the expense of it all. It's like, oh no, I want a massive bit on the top as well. It's going to cost an extra $1,000. So it's like, yeah, all right. All of the windows are blocked up. There would have been windows in there. It would have been beautiful. Why are they blocked up? Look at my post of this morning and you will find out. This is my second post of today, by the way. Ooh, what in Aunt Sally is that? Got a mask on or something, is it? It's just a big beard. Okay, you're allowed that. An obelisk or a monolith, to be more precise. Yeah, the glass plates. So these are early. Font of Bacchusite stuff. See the window, window, the light bursting in. So much science put into these things. It's unbelievable, especially the Gothic churches. See a lot of bare butts and stuff on the old churches as well. There's always a lot of nudity going on and other stuff as well. It looks Chinese, doesn't it, rather than Italian? Well, look at that for a door. Is that Jeebus? Let's have a look. No, it ain't, is it? Got some angels going on, no? Some blokes at a table, some other blokes at another table. That looks, I don't know what that is. Flying people. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Look at these doors. Some of these, like, literally chiseled all this out a million years ago. High on amphetamines or something. Oh, it's Christian stuff. Yes. I heard about all that. No expert, though. Diminu de Patre. Oblong. Right, let's have a look. That's just one marble column that is there. Look. Very spooky feeling. I guess the EGBGs I do in churches. Always wants to sneak a look at the altar, see if anything's under there. So I look under the altar, see if there's any bones. Oh, come on. You know that shit's going down. Clickety-clack. Well, YouTube video says it is. I got no evidence of any of that. YouTube tells you it's true. It must be. God, all the agendas that have been run in the last fucking years. Look at that. Wow, is that hurting? That's weird, isn't it? Just the center of a column holder. You know what was on there in the past? That is really unusual. So, yeah, I might try and visit an Italian church. Take some photos and stuff. Is there electrical, some lights over there? It's just in the glass plate, scratches in the glass plate. But fair dues, it's good quality of HD, and they do get the light in these glass plate photographs quite well, don't they? Oh, look, they got curtains. So yeah, many people, just short of 300 of you watching. Thank you for being here on a hump day. As I said, make sure to share this out if you will. And if you do see my video and it is an AI, give me a minute to sort it out, find out what's going on before going bananas and unsubbing me when it's not me. I was like mortified this morning. I was like, oh, well, that's the end of British fuck you. It was like, oh, what's going on? Until I checked it, and then that voice came at me. I was like, oh my God, no, please, no. So there's that. So, Tony Bassar, thank you for being here. Liking is mandatory. Well, if you like the video, then just click that like. And if you do subscribe as well, if you're not subscribed. Hi, Martin from Santa Cruz, California. Just had Santa Cruz up on your day, Jacobson. Did you see it? No shit, I did. What's the chances? So. And Eppy's in the house. Ooh. I don't. I love AI. I want to kiss it on the Brian. Thank you, Martin. Good luck with that. Nice talking to you. Thank you, Bonnie. Nice talking to you too, sweetness. Right. Dan is saying happy pre-solstice festivals. Yeah. So with the solstice, what's the date? Not this weekend. Next weekend is it? Glastonbury's off. People will be going to the top of Glastonbury tour and all that caper. I'll probably have an event. Like I said, oh, gone really dark. The sun's going down. AI wouldn't be able to cover these words that I'm saying because they're not words, are they? Ooh, summer solstice sauna on Friday. Ooh, look at you. Winter solstice. You in Australia, Dan? Seen Campbell. He said he was a little bit on the nippy side. Mandela is reality realigned. Well, I think that you can edit this more than you think you can. Working on some mental processes of editing this, especially with, like I did this morning, get triggered or upset is what I was about what was happening with AI with so much effort. But it's not about me. Curious squirrel, hiya Laurie. Our lovely hippie shake and big guys in the outside, bro. What's going on, Rich? Numerology. I don't math me. I like geography. I wonder if we were painted bright colors at one time. Oh, for sure, 100%. Thank you, happy days. Same to you. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Weekends come. Ooh, Erica, I seen you this morning on your crony video talking to Dannykins. So there's our Erica, who's my mate, who's in lovely New Mexico. How lucky. Juicy was, actually, it was 25 degrees. It's going to be 80 here tomorrow in Britain. Yeah, so I'm going to be getting a toasty tan, hopefully. Top up. Get my brown on. get a tongue tang. Stick my tongue out and get a suntan on it. Have a tongue tang. Get Willie Tang. Dallas Fowler. Stu Klung. Good to see you. Spaghetti Western guy. Heard his voice. And yeah, it's a machine. Oh, is it? Blondie, you son of a. It took me a few videos to get used to your accent. Yeah. Oh, well, to me, I'm speaking perfectly good English, isn't it? But like to others, it's like I can't understand. But 5 years ago, my videos were pretty Welsh. I've been in America and stuff since, so I'm like Americanized. And I clear my diction and enunciation for YouTube. In the first place, it's like, Martin, I think you should go to elocution lessons. I can't understand a fucking word you're saying. I'm like, well, that won't be happening. So APB, I like that name. It's funny. Oh, APB out on somebody. Thank you, Martin. I'm glad to catch up with your lives, Martin, and forever. Well, hopefully, this is just a glitch, and hopefully it'll fix itself. It's broken at the moment. Loving Sauce Flats, gratitude. Thanks, the answer, bro. Miss Sand, good to see you, lovely. Okay, well, I'll be back in a day or two anyway, or if anything else pressing, I'll just pop up in it. You know how it goes. Keep an eye on my community page. Like I said, we have loads of events happening. You can see them in my community tab underneath this, descriptions for this video. And there's Bournemouth, big weekend coming up as well in August. Dziękuję. Lovely Polish person, whoever you are. Dzień dobry. Martin's earlier video there. Yeah, so click the little wheel, click Russian, and you'll get me in English. That makes perfect sense. That does. That's as clear as fog. That is. Cajuns are Acadians, right? Yes. And essentially Welsh. When you get right back. James Carney, thanks for that, James. Okay. See you in Bournemouth, Juicy and Lucy. It's going to be epic anyway. If I'm going to be there, so we'll be epic. Okay. Mark, coming from the Midlands, I found it. Oh, excuse me. You coming from the Midlands, are you? Jay and the Rage Redwood New. We had Redwoods up earlier. Respect from the Rhonda, brother. High energy, AI separating people. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, bro. So that's Jay, man. He's up the sticks. Nice one, bruv. I'm not far from the Rhonda. I mean, you can see the bottom of the Rhonda Valley, 10 minutes up the road from where I live. So it ain't all that far. What a beautiful place. We love Rhondda, we do. We love Wales, we do. Every day when I wake up, I thank the Lord I'm Welsh. Avidas. Right? Kushti. In it, bruv. Kushti in it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Would be a great meetup in Edinburgh. Well, are we? So yeah. Thank you for that, hippie shaky. Do the hippie shake. Term Welsh means not of this land. I know that, but it's a derogative term, isn't it? The wild Irish. And who gave us that name? Them. Welshmen are hot. Do you hear that? Snuggling and Cutching, I think. Cutching's got W in it, but yeah, I know what you mean. Ooh, Cheryl's news. Cheryl, she loves me. Okay, I gotta get going. She loves you, and you know that can't be bad. She loves you, and you know you shouldn't be sad. Ooh. Fucking hell, I just had a weird Beatles moment. Hope no one's seen it. No, that all happened in my head. Thank fuck for that. Whew. My next door neighbour is Lord Harlech. Man of Harlech, play with. No, I won't say that one. See, I know loads of songs, but they're all rude. Do you play cricket? No, I'm fucking Welsh, mate. We don't play cricket in Wales. Cricket? No, mate. No, we play baseball in Wales, like the Americans do. Yeah. We don't play cricket. No. That bat's too flat. We do play cricket. I had a cricket bat and cricket ball for my christening present. No. Yes, I did. Cricket bat and cricket ball. I had a choice, St. Christopher or a cricket bat and cricket ball. It lasted 10 minutes and fucking thing broke in half. Like they always do. It was a loose. Kuchin is hugging and cuddling. Yeah. Can you become a lord, Corin? No, you can't. I don't want it. Lord Marticus Litka. I don't know, it's got quite a ring to it, hasn't it? Don't know. I just don't like all that and all that. Porthmarion is where The Prisoner was filmed. Brilliant place. Is that where you've been? Wales can't play sport. Ooh, Mr. Marmite. Hang on a minute. We can play sport. We're good at snooker. And we're good at that. Important sports. All right, I'll give you that one, Mr. Marmite. Fucking hell. Mr. Marmite, there's more people in Houston than the whole of Wales. How many sporty people do you actually think we can produce? Colin Jackson, he's Welsh. There you go. There's one. And we got boxers as well. Joe Kozaki. Go and tell him he ain't good Welsh sportsman. Go and tell him. Joe Kozaki, you watching? Fucking sort that out, my bro. I know. I used to in school. I used to absolutely love rugby when I was in school. Always get the big kid down. Total carnage, blood and everything, man. Fucking rugby was amazing. Joe Kozaki, boxing champion. Yes, he is indeed. We had 2 world champions from the area I'm living, where I come from here. One of them was Steve Robson of Italian ascendancy. Well, that would mean I'm Estonian then, wouldn't it, Mr. Marmite? Because my father's Estonian. Like Joe Kozaki's father's Estonian. He's not actually Italian. He's not actually born in it. He's born here in the valleys. And don't forget Welsh jelly. Love jelly. Singing Who's That Welsh are known for. Yeah, because we are the land of song. We are God's country. Guess where God lives? That's right. You've got to live somewhere, guys. Nice to see you. Thanks, Jay. Okay. Unconditional love to you all. That works for me. I quite like that. That's one of my favorite things. Is love. Love and no fear. That's what it's about, guys. Releasing yourself from fear. Just be in love. And the world will just work out. Like I'm sure all this will work out. Like I said, Panic at the Disco, because it's just shit out of nowhere halfway through a video. I'm stoned again, Estonian. That Rachel Osborne. She's a 1. Oh, don't worry, Mr. Marmite. Don't have to get it right. Thank you, everybody, for being here and hanging out with me for an hour. I'm going to get off now and go and make a cup of tea, I guess. It's gone cold. It's 10 o'clock in the evening here. Jeffrey Bailey's in the house as well. Thank you, my spa. Ooh, he loves Welsh cakes. Hey, P. I got a bake stone. I could do Welsh cakes. I think my granddad was lost in Bloomfield, the Welsh wrestler. Oh, I don't know about wrestling. I don't know about sport. I'm flat earther, innit? So I have limited information. Used to know about racing drivers a lot years ago. No, sorry. It's just not my thing. Do bit, says Neil. Good advice. And please share this video, like and subscribe, says Hippie. So do that. And if you want to contact me for anything, Martin, elitica7@gmail.com would be my address. You can see it there at the bottom. Please like, share, and click this wheel on the video. Can you see the little wheel on the screen? There's a little wheel, yeah? And it says settings. And then it says... it's not on this because it's not happening on this. Maybe it's taken. Maybe it's switched off. It's will work now. So we're all good, I think. Jolly good. Sorry, I got a banner here for Flat Earthers Got Talent. Sky's the limit. Can you remember me doing that? It was a brilliant idea and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I realized it was taking 90% of my time. So I was like, and I said strictly no rap because I can't stand it. And everyone wrote a fucking rap song. So there was that. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'll do another. It'll be all fucking rap again. Henrietta. But that's just me. I'm not a big rap fan, guys. Yeah. I don't mind like Beastie Boys. That's about it though. Viking, good to see you, my man. Thank you, Rachel. I didn't actually do anything bad, me. Show a load of pictures. You love to be hated. We don't hate you, we love you. So tough shit, matey. Ha ha ha. Gotcha. Okay. I should cook Welsh cakes for all of us and send them to me. Matt League of 7. Cook Welsh cakes. Put cannabis in. Send them to me. Not a full English, proper brekkie, yeah. I had a proper breakfast today. Bacon, eggs, fried bread, made with fat, real fat lard. Yeah, fried with lard, proper. And beans and sausage. No, you hate me, Matt. Yeah, fucking funny, you are. Oh, well, we're all right. Wales is old in its own. We're just crap at sport. There's not many of us. It doesn't matter. Okay. Full Welsh breakfast. We have, if you do have a Welsh breakfast, you can have lava bread on it, which is basically seaweed. Jealous little later, mad Matt. Oh, we don't care about all that. Let him. Stereophonics. No, I don't like him, mate. I used to love Nicky Cage. I met him as well. He was an awesome guy. And as soon as he died, I went off him. And Kelly Jones is such a plonker. He didn't have to sell his fucking soul. He's right one of them. As soon as they start wearing a felt, soon all these rock stars, right? It's good. Like Arctic Monkey's done the same, and all these different rock stars, right? As soon as they start wearing crushed velvet jackets, you know something's going wrong. Especially when you got dandruff on the collar. Oh yeah. Well, my bunny, when he's sure, likes dub. We're big reggae fans here in Flat Earth British, as I know you know. And he likes Shaman dub. So we love dub. Play with dub and techno-y stuff as well on the clock, really. Which I will be doing. That's what's on now. Oh, I had dub on. Martin, I remember you saying about that their drummer. I know their current one. Did you? Yeah, Nicky was beautiful, man. I met him in town. Yeah, man. Got talking to him. And that weekend, he played in Wembley Stadium with Aerosmith. I asked him what Aerosmith was like. He said he was awesome when he met Tyler. Said he was so down to earth and friendly, which surprised me. Because Tyler's like, fucking hell, he's been around since Woodstock, hasn't he? So, ooh, live Tyler. Anyway. Breaky cigar and coffee and poo, but fed the cats. Oh, thanks for the rundown. How many wipes? That's a lot of detail. Thanks, Rachel. Royal Albert Hall, Spiritualized. I got a Spiritualized back catalogue. I quite like Spiritualized. I don't think he's a good singer, but the music is really good. You saw Aerosmith back in the 80s. No, I've never seen them, Bonnie. I'd like to see. I do like Aerosmith. Shagging in the elevator, living it up when you're going down. I'd like to see ZZ Top before Gibbons gets any older. Playing LaGrange. Because of that song, LaGrange, me and Cheryl drove all the way to fucking LaGrange to go and have a look at it, thanks to fucking ZZ Top. And guess what? COVID killed it. I mean, there wasn't anything open compared to other Texas towns. So disappointing, because according to the song, it's supposed to be full of things happening. And there was nothing going on. Yeah. Fucking LaGrange is fucked. Yeah. The guy from Spaceman 3. Yeah, I know. You played drums with a guy from Spaceman 3. Spaceman. Yeah, I remember. Spaceman 3. Okay. We always end with musical triv, don't we, guys? Spiritualized are from rugby and headline to the festival in Port Marion. Yeah, they played in Cardiff as well not too long ago. But I haven't been to a concert in time. Wouldn't mind, really. It's all them, isn't it? And everything's so, well, can't handle it. Does me in. So is that. Kansas is lovely, I bet. Okay. I've heard Vaughan Benjamin, Midnight. Oh, yeah. Oh, he died, didn't he? Recently. There's a bit of controversy about Midnight dying, you know. What an artist, though. I wasn't big into him. Mel turned me on to him years ago. But yeah, sort of fucking, you wouldn't even know about him, man. He's one of those underrated artists. So, all right, then. Good night, then, Lucy. I'm off. It's getting late. And I got a helicopter over my bloody head. Okay, Gary's back from his travels. Venice sounds good. It's going to be. He's been off to China, he have. Ain't you? What about traumatic conscious rapper, Matt? I don't know that. Consciousness rapper. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not really into it. It's just me. I like music. So, night, Bonnie. Night, Dan. Night. I've just been talking for ages. Dallas. Imagine is my anthem. Oh, can you imagine all the people living in harmony? It did when I went there. The last time I went there, it smelled funny. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. That's what I stated. It's like, what was Venice like? So it smelled a bit funny. Yeah, I don't know if there's human DNA in pigs. That bit of bacon I had It was lovely earlier. Don't tell Santos, though, because you'll call me a pig fucker for eating bacon. Experimental audio research is my fave. That's what's going on. Okay. Oh, it's just too. You just know too much, Dan, about music and stuff. God, you're like pop-tastic, aren't you? Pete Bossman, Spaceman. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go. Make sure to subscribe, as I said, and all the groovy things. Go watch my last video. It was really good, guys. I know my other videos are really good. Everything's going really good. So make sure. I think I've dealt with that. I think it's over with. Okay? All that AI bollocks. Switched it off. Okay, thanks, Big Film, Digital Media. Have a great night yourself. Okay. You had bacon for dinner as well, did you, Suze? Nice, isn't it? I had golden yolker eggs. They're really yummy. Them eggs, I get the free range down here. They go straight fucking through me. I can't eat them. I got to get nice eggs, me. Got to be careful with the old eggage. Super true papa. Okay, we're going. Nixon, Quantum Conscious, channel Matt Rocks. I really like Matt. Yeah, Quantum Conscious rocks. I'll give you that. I do like him. He just does him, don't he? He's not like in fucking enemy. He just does him, and I respect that. 1972 was a brilliant year for music. You had Heart, you had T-Rex, you had Roxy, you had so much going on. Yes, I'm Marticus von Hasselbach today because the Hassel's back. Okay, thanks, Steve. Okay, I'm going. Yes, thank you everybody for being here and keeping me company. And my little rant, it's not a rant. I think it's definitely needed. So you can watch my last video. I love Roxy music. Avalon's one of my favorite. Yeah, brilliant. Love Roxy. Did you know they haven't got Roxy music in America? Shake. Oh man. I turned Cheryl on to Brian Ferry. She's like, who? What? I thought he was as big as fucking Bowie. But no, apparently not. They don't know Brian Ferry. I was really shocked about that. You, good to see you as well. Thanks for being here. And Hippie Shakespeare and that. Check out Martin's new shit. Okay, I'm off. Professor Van Hasselbach. Thanks, Joy. Okay, I gotta get going. See you on the next one. Stay epic.